Some children were never abused. They were simply never protected. No one stepped in. No one noticed. No one said, "This isn't okay." And that absence didn't disappear with time. It followed them into adulthood, quietly shaping who they became. Stay with me, because the most dangerous trauma is the one that taught you to survive without help. Act 1. The silent adaptation. A child who is never protected learns one lesson early. The world will not stop for your pain, so they stop expressing it. They become observant, careful, emotionally alert. Imagine a child standing in a burning room, not screaming, not running, just learning which corners hurt the least. That's how the nervous system adapts. They don't ask for help. They don't expect rescue. They learn to endure. And here's the part most people miss. This doesn't look like weakness. It looks like maturity. But it isn't strength. It's survival wearing adult clothing. Act 2. When self-reliance becomes armor. Unprotected children grow into adults who pride themselves on independence. I don't need anyone. I'll handle it myself. I'm fine. But listen closely. That independence isn't confidence. It's armor. Because depending on someone once felt dangerous. Because needing help once meant disappointment. Because vulnerability once went unanswered. Picture carrying a heavy bag everywhere. Not because you want to, but because you don't trust anyone else to hold it. Over time, the bag becomes part of your body. And when someone offers to help, it feels invasive, suspicious, unsafe. Act 3. Emotional numbness as protection. When emotions weren't protected, they learned to shut down. Not dramatically, not all at once. Slowly, joy becomes muted. Sadness becomes quiet. Anger turns inward. The mind says, if no one comes when I feel, then feeling is unnecessary. So the system conserves energy. This is why some people say, I don't feel much. I don't know what I want. I don't react the way others do. It's not emptiness. It's a protective pause that never turned off. And here's the twist. The numbness once saved you. But now it costs you connection. Act 4. Why love feels unsettling. Love requires exposure. And for the unprotected child, exposure once meant danger. So when intimacy arrives, the body doesn't relax. It braces. They may pull away, overthink, create distance. Not because they don't care, but because closeness triggers the old question. Who will protect me if this falls apart? When love feels uncertain, the nervous system chooses control over closeness. Silence over need. Distance over risk. This is how trauma hides inside being rational. Act 5. The invisible grief. There is a grief few talk about. Grieving the childhood you survived. Not the one you lived. Grieving the protection you never received. The safety you never learned. The softness you never practiced. And the hardest part, no one told you it was missing. So you blamed yourself. But here's the truth. You were never broken. You were unshielded. And you adapted perfectly to an unsafe emotional world. The real tragedy of an unprotected childhood isn't what it took from you. It's how long it convinced you that you were never allowed to need protection at all. If this resonated, take a moment to reflect. What did you learn to carry alone too early? Subscribe to the channel.